TV. Uh, I'm a little late to the party on this, but I gotta do it because I'm just tired of black folks when it comes to this kind of conversation. Carnival Cruise Line. Now they say, they changing the rules and whatnot, and black folks don't like that. You can't do this, you can't do that. I ain't even gonna go into all that. Everybody know what's up. That done heard about that. You can't take your speakers outside. You can't do all the dancings and all that. Okay, let's say it's a bad thing or they against us, and that's why they won't let us do these things. Okay, I'm gonna put that to a side and talk about something that we don't want to talk about as black folks. Do you go into a Hispanic community and mistreat them? Do you go into a Russian community and mistreat them? Do you go in the Indian community and talk trash and that fool with them? The white folks community, do you do that? No, you don't. You know why? Because you respect them other races and their culture. But why? Because you know they're a community in a unified front. You know if you do certain things, you're going to have an issue with some people, especially the Hispanics and Haitians and everybody else. You know you're going to have a problem, and you respect that. And you know they're not cowards for the most part. We always want to talk about how somebody is treating us with racism and racism. Now, I'm the first person going to say, do racism exist? Yes, it does. Okay, let's get that out of the way. Yes, it does. But the card that we try to play with racism then lost all its power because you calling everything racist. And let's say everything was racist. When are we gonna just say, hey, we gonna mess with each other? We gonna forgive each other for whatever it is that we holding against each other that allow us. I was just in the gas station the other day, yesterday, right? This black lady was in there. This lady spoke to her, this Indian lady spoke to her. She was so nice and polite, and so, oh, hey, how you doing, and all that. Polite, speaking properly, and everything. Now that same woman, if she seen a black person, and that black person even spoke to her, she might not even respond. So I don't want to hear about Carnival Cruise. I don't want to hear about racism no more. What I want to hear about is how we treating each other better. Because the reason why you respect these other races is because you know they respect themselves. Farrakhan been telling y'all this, and I'm not a member of the Nation of Islam. I'm not a Muslim or nothing. But you've had people telling us this since the 1960s. If you respect yourself, what we say to each other. If you respect yourself, some other people will respect you. That's what we say to each other as individuals. So why don't that apply as a group? Why? We run around here. How you expect these other people to treat us? I remember my baby mama said, "Oh, we was living in a certain part of town." And she said, "These people think they run this. Why wouldn't they? Why would they respect us? We don't respect each other. How do you, as a black people, how do we treat a person that we think is weak? We call them a HOEASSNIGGA, right? And we mistreat them. So you mean to tell me, as individuals in our race, you get to mistreat each other because you feel the person is weak or slow or don't have enough backbone, whatever it is that we pick each other out to mistreat each other off of. You can go on and on and on. Because throughout life, I'm sure we've all seen different ways that black folks mistreat each other for whatever reason, whatever the scenario is. You mean to tell me that we get to mistreat each other off of perceived weakness or whatever, but you expect another race of people to not mistreat us off of the same perceived weakness as a group? That's what you're telling me. You want to talk about Carnival Cruise? Go build your own boat and your own cruise line. We got enough millionaire black folks to do that. Plenty of them. You ever had, why you complain about what the white folks changing the rules or whatever? Why ain't no black millionaires? Why all they got is chains buying $50,000, $100,000, $200,000, $1 million chains, watches, cars, but they ain't built no cruise line? You know why? Because you ain't going to want to pay the money it take to get on there, because you going to think you supposed to get a discount because somebody black running it. Number two, you ain't going to down want you tearing up their stuff either. Because they're going to need other people, other races to make the actual money they need to make to keep it running. And if you messing it up and making it to where nobody else want to be there, it's going to be the same deal. And truth be told, if it was a black cruise line, you wouldn't even have got to act up as long as you did before they changed the rules, because some black folks would have had about this short of a rope as far as tolerance for us. That's the truth. So I don't want to hear no more about no other race no more. We hate each other. We hate each other. Black folks hate each other. And I ain't just talking about N-words either. That's what we like to say. It's a difference between black folks and N-words. It ain't no difference. We all hate each other. And we all misuse each other. And we all mess over each other. So stop it with the white folks and the racism and all that. I don't want to hear it no more. I came up around some type of racism where I actually saw what it is. And this ain't it. And even if it is, who cares at this point? Because it's been here since the beginning. They've been here all my life. What's the change? What's the change? Where is the change actually going to come from? From looking at white folks and looking at everybody else and saying, hey, y'all, please treat us better, or us treating each other better? You got a whole group of kids that's been born into this world from women messing with men that they perceived as strong. All because the working man and the elderly black man has been downplayed all my life that I've seen. And the dude in the streets and the foolish fool has been perceived as the strong man in our community. And we talk about fatherless homes. Most women had 3 dudes that would have married them in their life. More than that, probably. And they didn't want them. Is that the white man's fault? Is that white folks' fault? Is it white folks' fault that you don't want to read a book? Is it white folks' fault that we don't make our children read? Is it white folks' fault that we don't value education? Is it white folks' fault that we don't believe in God no more? Most black people don't even believe in God. Is that white folks' fault? I mean, for real, is that white people's fault? Is it white people's fault that we don't care about each other? When are we going to address that? When? I'm tired. I'm sick of this. I'm sick of it. I'm tired of hearing about racist white people. Racist white people, it's been racist white people since I've been on this earth. And I done saw the Klan marching around when I was at recess. So I ain't talking no joke, no made up stuff. They always been here. People like that. But what they got to do with what we do to each other? Because I don't want to hear about no racist white folks, because you act like you got more sense around white folks than you do around black folks. So don't talk about how racist they is when you straighten up and act right when you're around them. You ever seen a black girl talking around some white folks? You wouldn't think you knew. You wouldn't even... Who is that? Because I damn sure don't recognize it. Amen. Like I said, if we give everybody else, the same people we say racist, we give them the best version of ourselves, and we give our own people the worst version of ourselves. I don't want to hear it no more. So don't be crying about no Carnival Cruise line or nothing else. Until y'all fools start acting right towards each other, I don't want to hear it no more. And I ain't got no care for it. It don't make no sense, man. It don't make sense. If you care about each other, the way if you want to be treated right, treat each other right. That's what everybody else do. You don't go into these other people communities trying to even think about disrespecting them. You don't. Because you know you can't. Because they got respect for one another. And they respect themselves. And that's all we got to do. But that take too much work, too much sacrifice, and you got to be a little bit uncomfortable. You can't be trying to climb over each other, mess over each other to do it. You got your big TV and your big house and your nice cars, right? You ain't willing to give that up for do nothing for your people. You too busy trying to look down on the next black man. So you go ahead and be racist like you being racist towards your own people. And stop, if anybody else want to be racist, let them be, because you mistreat your own people. So why can't nobody else? Don't trip. You doing it. I'm just tired of it, man. Brown on Show on TV.